Apple is preparing to launch the new iPhone 15 family and the official reveal in September 2023. We know almost everything about these upcoming phones thanks to countless leaks and rumors. This is one of the biggest upgrades in the iPhone family so far, so there is a lot to be excited about. Here are top 10 features of the new iPhone 15. 1. New camera features. Leaks so far agree that the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus models will use a dual rear camera system, while the Pro and Pro Max models will have a triple camera system. The third camera will be a zoom lens, of course, but while the smaller iPhone 15 Pro model will arrive with a familiar 3x zoom lens, the iPhone 15 Pro Max will swap it for a longer range, 5x to 6x zoom periscope lens. This will be the first such periscope-style lens on an iPhone, and a big moment for the iPhone camera system. This long-range zoom lens is rumored to feature a 12-megapixel sensor. As a reminder, many top-end Android phones have been using such a long-range lens for a few years now. Back in January, we first saw a report that the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus models will get a larger 48 megapixels main camera sensor, similar to the one on the iPhone 14 Pro series. The report came from a popular user on Weibo. 2. Big storage options. Apple has been equipping all iPhone models with 128 GB of storage as a baseline, but this might change with the iPhone 15 series launch. Below are all the different storage versions for each iPhone 15 model that we expect to see based on the leaks and rumors. While the regular iPhone 15 and 15 Plus models are still projected to have a base 128 GB version, the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max might start at 256 GB of built-in storage, double what we had before. 3. Design features. We've already seen leaked CAD renders, which reveal the size and design style of the iPhone 15 Pro, and just look at that giant camera on the back. The iPhone 14 Pro already had a pretty large camera bump, and the one on the iPhone 15 Pro is even bigger. The elephant in the room, however, has got to be the switch to a USB-C port from Lightning. The latest talk on the grapevine specifies that the Pro and Pro Max models will support faster USB transfer speeds too, while the vanilla ones will stick with the same slow USB 2.0 speeds that they had with the Lightning connector. However, there is a caveat. Apple will likely use MFI USB-C certification, so only certified USB-C cables could get the cool features like fast charging and high-speed data transfers. Also, we are not sure if you would be able to just say, plug in any SSD for a file transfer, or if transfers would work only with Apple-approved accessories. 4. Titanium body instead of aluminum. While the looks might be similar, Apple is rumored to address the number one concern of many people about the current Pro Series iPhones, their weight. While the base iPhone 15 and 15 Plus models will allegedly still come with aluminum frames, the Pro versions will swap the previously used stainless steel for titanium, a much lighter material that Apple is also using on other products like the Apple Watch Ultra. On Apple Watches, we have seen the titanium model weigh some 10% less than the stainless steel version of the same watch. So while it's not as lightweight as aluminum, this would still be a noticeable improvement compared to stainless steel. Titanium also has superb scratch resistance, as brushed titanium hides micro scratches better than stainless steel. We are really happy about this development. Making the Pro models lighter has long been on our wish list. 5. Physical buttons. Up until recently, multiple sources claimed the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max models will swap the familiar physical power and volume keys for solid-state ones. That would have been a monumental change. However, in April, news surfaced that Apple is facing issues with those haptic buttons and the move will not happen, at least not this year. This means that all iPhone 15 models will still feature the familiar physical keys, just like all previous iPhones. According to some recently leaked cases, there could be minuscule differences in the placement of all buttons. The power and the volume buttons are seemingly placed slightly lower than their iPhone 14's counterparts, which would further render any existing cases incompatible with the upcoming iPhone 15. 6. Display specs. Apple seems to have found the sweet spot for screen sizes, and we don't expect any major changes, so we expect to see a 6.1-inch screen size on the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro, and then a 6.7-inch screen on the iPhone 15 Plus and iPhone 15 Pro Max. A report from another relatively good source on Apple is also mentioning the possibility of an iPhone 15 Pro screen that gets even brighter during the day. This improved display could reach 2,500 nits of peak brightness, up from the already impressive current 2,000 nit max brightness on the iPhone 14 Pro, which will make it so easy to see outdoors. 7. iPhone 15 Processor and Specs. When it comes to processors, we expect the regular iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus model to run on the Apple A16 Bionic chip, the same as in the 14 Pro series, while the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max will get the next generation Apple A17 Bionic processor, built on brand new and far more efficient 3nm technology. Just a month before the official announcement, a leaked Geekbench 6 score showed a massive improvement in performance. We are embedding the results below, but do keep in mind that this is a leaked score coming from unproven source and unofficial devices, so there is no way to confirm the final devices will have the same kind of performance. Another tipped upgrade is a jump to 8 GB RAM for the Pro and Pro Max models, while the 15 and 15 Plus are likely to keep on using 6 GB of RAM. That, however, is far from certain, as most recent rumors claim Apple might stick with 6 GB RAM for the Pro models too. 8. iPhone 15 Connectivity and Wi-Fi 6. eSupport, a report released in July, suggests the iPhone 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max models will get Wi-Fi 6E connectivity, while the regular models will remain limited to Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6E might be a big deal for some users. While Wi-Fi 6 supports the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands, Wi-Fi 6E adds support for 6 GHz Wi-Fi networks. Wi-Fi 6E comes with the promise for much faster wireless speeds, a lower latency, and less interference, but you do need to have a Wi-Fi 6E router. Those are available, but not on all networks as the technology is fairly new, so if it's about your home network, you might want to upgrade your router to use this latest tech. 9. Battery and charging specs. Apple rarely makes big changes to its existing designs, but the iPhone 15 family might just be the exception. A July report allegedly coming from a Foxconn employee suggests we will see a big increase in the battery size of all 4 iPhone 15 models, with the vanilla iPhone 15 getting an 18% larger battery and the iPhone 15 Pro Max coming with a 12% bigger battery compared to its predecessor. Recently, rumors have popped up that the iPhone 15 could score much faster 35 watts USB-C charging, hinted by Apple's new 35 watts dual USB-C charger. As a comparison, the iPhone 14 supports charging speeds of up to 20 watts, while the Pro models can take up as much as 27 watts of wired charging. But a 35 watt solution would surely result in even faster recharge speeds. 10. Anticipated features and software. iOS 17 brings improvements to a bunch of apps, but the biggest updates come to the phone, messages, and FaceTime apps. Oh, and Apple is also finally improving autocorrect. Plus, you get a new way to trigger Siri by just saying Siri instead of Hey Siri. As for the phone app, that's where improvements will be most noticeable. The new contact poster feature allows you to set a profile picture for yourself, which will be displayed full screen on other iPhones when you call them. Name Drop is another new feature where you just bring 2 iPhones nearby to exchange contact info. And in the Messages app, you now get animated stickers that you can create from your live photos. Should I wait for iPhone 15? You should wait for iPhone 15 if you are in no rush to buy a new iPhone. The iPhone 15 series is coming in September, which is not too far off, and it brings heaps of new features. The switch to the universal USB-C port alone may be reason enough to upgrade, as you will no longer need different cables for your gear. Photo enthusiasts should also save up for the iPhone 15 Pro Max model, as that periscope lens might be a game changer for photography and videography. The use of titanium on both Pro models would likely result in slightly lighter devices, which is a great thing as well. Finally, the new 3nm. A 17 chip on the Pro model will bring power efficiency to a new level, so we might also get improved battery life on the Pro models. As for the vanilla models, the possible addition of a 48 megapixel sensor to even the vanilla models also makes them a much better cameras. So that's one more reason to wait for those to launch. You should not wait for iPhone 15 if you need an iPhone now, or if you have currently found a great iPhone deal. The iPhone 15 are expected to cost more, so while new features are great, they will come at a price. Don't forget that the iPhone 15 series, while better, also are mostly an iteration over a very familiar design, so you probably shouldn't expect massive leaps in either one category. So far that's all we know, but we will be uploading new information as it comes in. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more informative videos.